All right, the first video snippet from the interview, Maui fires. He's hinting at do weapons. He's like, do I know for sure? I wasn't pulling the trigger. I don't. But he said fires don't burn that way. And he actually shares the evidence with his network. And he's like, tell me how this could happen. Folks, it doesn't pass the sniff test. And the entire interview as well, he talks about how toxic the ground was at Maui and the cover up thereof. I'm not going to play that portion of it. But again, I think it's one of Mike Adams' best interview because this guy is such an eyewitness. And I want you to listen closely to this. He's like, I have video evidence of something that hasn't been shared and eyewitnesses as well. So I think he's hinting to something, but he doesn't want to go full out there with this information because it sounds like he has received persecution as well for the knowledge that he has. So pray for him that he's protected. Let's roll it.
It's becoming more and more of a pattern. I mean, I've actually took my Geiger counter out there because there was concern about radioactivity. So I'm like, let me just get my Geiger counter, get out to the vehicles that burned in an empty lot, interviewed the neighbors, pulled a sample of that melted lava, the melted glass, brought that back, have it sealed and stuff like that. Because again, I think having this type of information, the technology as we move forward is going to start showing what is the pattern, and I have footage and firsthand witness testimony and actual footage that is nowhere on the internet that shows on some of the stuff that burned. I've never seen this type of stuff before. And every one of our firefighters, arson investigator, counterterrorism task force unit, people that are a part of my team, I shared it in an international group of firefighters and experts. And I said, explain that to me.
Wait, are you talking about samples from Maui?
Uh-huh.
So tell us more. What are you talking about? What kinds of things burned that were highly unusual?
Well, the vehicles were one thing, right? There's no fuel source that would cause these vehicles and this type of stuff to burn at that level. It's just not possible, right? When you have areas that were burning towards an area with the wind blowing the opposite direction, so there was no smoke, but the fire's burning in an area just moving at a rapid pace, that type of stuff doesn't happen, right? When you see bodies that are burned in a way that bodies don't burn.
What do you mean? Like crazy high temperatures, super rapid combustion? What are you referring to?
Yeah, it looks like Pompeii, right? When the person's hair's not singed off their head and their hair's still intact, but the body's charred, or there's a section of the body's charred that it looks like it was zapped. It was zapped or fried. I mean, that type of stuff to me, it's not normal.